I was willing to do anything. I had suffered enough. For the next few months, I followed the doctor's advice. I reduced my liquid intake before bedtime, trained my bladder, and even used an alarm to wake me up at intervals. Some nights I still failed, but Jide never wavered in his support. Then came the royal banquet at my father's palace. All the neighboring kingdoms will be present, including my in-laws. It was my first major public appearance since my marriage, and I was nervous. The night of the banquet, I wore a dazzling blue gown, my head held high as Jide and I arrived at the palace. The festivities were grand, dancers, music, endless food, but my mind was elsewhere. As night progressed, I felt an uncomfortable pressure in my bladder. I excused myself and hurried towards my old chamber. I didn't make it on time. Horror filled me as I felt the warm liquid trickle down my thigh. Panic set in. I was in the hallway and any moment someone could walk in. Before I could react, I heard laughter. Female laughter. I turned sharply and saw my cousin, Princess Adora, smirking. "Even after marriage, you're still wetting yourself," she sneered. What a disgrace. Tears filled my eyes as she called out to the nearest guest, pointing at my soiled gown. Gasps of shock filled the air. The humiliation was unbearable. I wanted the ground to swallow me. Then, just as quickly, Jide appeared. Without hesitation, he removed his royal cloak and draped it around me. He turned to the stunned crowd and spoke. "My wife is the most courageous woman I know. She's battling a condition beyond her control. Yet she carries herself with grace. Anyone who dares mock her mocks me as well." Silence. Then one by one, people lowered their heads in shame. My father, King Obinna, rose to his feet. "Anyone who disrespects my daughter disrespects the throne," he declared. Princess Adora turned pale. She stammered an apology before disappearing into the crowd. That night, I sobbed in Jide's arm. "I can't do this anymore. I want to disappear." Jide cupped my face. "Olamma, you are stronger than you think. You will overcome this." I held onto his words. Months passed. The treatment continued. Some nights were still hard, but I never gave up. Then one morning, I woke up to dry sheets. My heart pounded as I checked again. Dry. Tears of joy ran down my face. I did it. I was finally free. When I told Jide, he smiled. "I told you, my love, you're stronger than you think." From that moment, I held my head higher, walked with confidence, and refused to be ashamed of my past. I was Princess Olamma, and I had conquered my greatest shame.